Scott County, providing safe, healthy, and livable communities. Welcome to the Scott County's Child Care Licensing online information session, which has been developed for those of you who are considering a career as a licensed in-home child care provider. There are 7 short modules that you will need to watch. The information presented in each of the modules is information that we are confident will help answer questions that you may have. The information will also help you decide if this profession would be a good fit for you. You must watch all 7 modules in order to complete the information session. In each module, one screen will be dedicated to a code word. You will need to keep track of these code words, as they will be important once you have watched all 7 modules. The following modules are for people that would be providing care at a residence in Scott County. Although all counties follow the same rules and statutes, you need to be working with the county that you will be licensed in. If you are from another county, please reach out to your county. The following topics will be covered in these presentations. Things to consider regarding this job. Laws regarding licensed versus legally unlicensed care. Expectations of our licensed providers. Home safety information. Fees and inspections. Paperwork. And your next steps.
Now let's get started with Module 1. We're going to start with important things to consider in pursuing a career as a licensed child care provider. First and most important is that the majority of your workday will be interacting with children. So, if you don't enjoy being around other people's children for extended periods of time, this may not be the right profession for you. Child care providers should enjoy teaching, nurturing, and watching children grow every day. However, being licensed for child care is not just about spending time with children. As a licensed child care provider, you will become a business owner and you will be making decisions related to running a business out of your home. Licensed child care providers are not babysitters. You will have rules and statutes you will need to follow and will also have expectations like all business owners do. Being organized will be an important part of your child care business. There will be several forms that you will need to have on file and keep updated for every child enrolled in your child care program. You will need to keep a record of how much parents pay you for caring for their children to claim on your taxes, and also for parents to have verification for their taxes. You will need to keep receipts related to your child care program for when it is time to do taxes. Business owners who work out of their home have several tax benefits, but only if you have the records to back you up. Additionally, you will need to be a good communicator. You will be interacting and communicating with the children all day. You will also be communicating with the parents. Some of the communication will be fun, like telling stories about something their child did or said that day, or communicating what activities you did with the children. Some conversations will be a bit harder. If you are having a behavior issue with a child in care and the behavior guidance methods you have tried are not working, you will need to talk to the parent and figure out a way to work together to get the child to adjust their behavior. Or if you see a child who is behind in their development, it will be very important for you to talk to the parents about your concerns and assist the parents with resources to help that child. It is known that the sooner children can get early intervention services, the better chance that child will have to develop to do whatever their full potential is. You will also need to have conversations with some parents addressing issues such as not paying on time, arriving late at the end of the day, which then cuts into your family time or makes you late for something you had scheduled that evening, and talking to a parent who doesn't want to leave work to pick up their sick child from care. Communication is key in addressing these issues right away so you don't get burnt out as a provider. This is what I refer to as the business side of your licensed child care. It may sound like a lot, but it really is a very small part of your job.
The first code word is Scott.
Remember how I referred to the last topic as the business part of your being licensed? Now I'm going to discuss what I call the fun part of being licensed. And quite honestly, this is the biggest and most important part of your job. These are the day-to-day interactions you will have with the children. The work you do with the children will help them grow and grow up. You are helping to raise our future. As a child care provider, you will wear many hats. You will be a role model to the children, teaching them about appropriate behaviors, manners, and preparing them for when they will start school. While some of our child care providers follow an established curriculum, many of our providers create their own. They may teach colors, numbers, shapes, or dramatic play. During the day, you will also be the nurse. Children will get bumps and bruises, and it's our provider's job to make sure to keep them safe and tend to their scrapes. You will be the entertainer by teaching children to use their imagination. Being a provider does not mean that you place the child in front of the TV every day. Scott County has an expectation that other avenues of learning and play will take place. And you will be a cook. Rule states that you must feed the children nutritious meals. Some providers will even enroll in a food program to help assist with this role. Food programs reimburse you for feeding the children the nutritious foods you are required to do, and about 90% of our providers are enrolled in one. Food program information will be provided at a later time. Many providers have made such an impact on children that they've cared for that they get invitations to graduations and weddings. And in Scott County, we have several providers who have made such an impact that they are caring for second and third generations in the same family. That means they cared for a child, that child grew up and then had a baby, and they called the provider that they went to asking if that provider could care for their baby. Pretty amazing. This ends Module 1. Thank you for your time.